way, she won Delaware Blogger of the Year, right? Wasn't it Delaware?
Entrepreneur of the Year.
Blogger of the Year, yeah.
I want to take my business to the next level. What I created a handout for you guys so that you can take these home with you after we cover social media marketing for business. And we are going to talk about the various platforms that can help you. And then at the end, if you want to talk about one in specific and or blogging, I would be more than happy to do so. So again, my name is Antionette Blake. I am the owner of A. Blake Enterprises, social media management and consulting. I'm also the Delaware Blogger, an award-winning blogger. I have received the 2013, 2017 awards in various categories. But that's not why I'm here. If you want my bio, I'll send that to you. I'm here to help you ladies because social media for business and branding is important. We all know that social media is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's going to only evolve. Now tonight we're going to talk about the various social media platforms, but I'm going to always promote blogging. And the reason being is because social media changes literally overnight. You will be running along with your business and you'll get engagement, and then the next day you might not see any engagement. Well, that is what happens when you are building a business on a free platform. Free is my favorite F word, but you cannot build a business on a free platform. All those platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, you're renting their audience because everyone goes there. You don't own them. So people are just going there. So you're just kind of, hoping that when you cast out your net that you're going to catch the eyes of those renters. So as a blogger, when you own your blog, you determine who's going to see it, when it's going to be promoted, and how often. It's not going to be Mark Zuckerberg and his crew. And now if you've heard tonight's news report, their stock has fallen by I think about 13% because of all this Russian investigation and how people are now able to hack into the system and make these phony ads. So you want to be careful that you're not going to get caught up in that. Your business is not going to get caught up in that, and your finances are not going to get caught up in that. But tonight we're going to talk about how to navigate those free platforms to help you market your business. Evolution of social media. I love this video. This is a video that is updated every year on Facebook. So we're just going to take a listen to this. I hope that the speakers are working on this so you can hear it. Otherwise, it's just a cute little thing so that you can kind of see how far we have come. Oh, great, the speaker's working. How far we've come in social media. Is that too loud? Very rarely does one just check their email and don't go any further. So, it's ingrained. The kids are coming into the world with it. People are waking up to it, going to sleep with it. If the average, there's more Americans that own smartphones than they do toothbrushes. And so your clients and your customers are here, and this is where you want to be. Social media is not a fad, it's not a future, it is here and it's now. And that's why I always encourage all business owners to at least check out what's out there. Because, let me grab this. If you don't, social media campaigns, how many of you still get or still use a telephone book? They still deliver telephone books. Have they ever gone to a telephone book to look up something? No, you go to social media. If there's something that you want, you're going to find out from social media, either from a review that someone written or somebody that sent you a post or just checking it. The ads are going to follow. News doesn't, you don't have to search for news. The news is here. So every time you search for something, it knows. And people say, I don't want people to know where I am. Well then put this away because this is a GPS and this is a tracking device. I don't care if you turn it off and go to sleep. we're in a me, IoT, swipe with the smartphone society, which means we're connected with this. They know where you are at all times. So again, if you're a business owner, if you're a daycare provider, you need to let people know of your offerings. But there's a way to do it so that you're not alienating people, because people do not go to social media to be sold to. They go to social media to socialize, which is why you need to have a blog, because a website is a static website, it does not change. Val wants me to talk about the difference between SEO and SMM, and we're going to get into that, but they work hand in hand. Search engine optimization simply means where you go on Google, Bing, Yahoo when you want to search for something specific. How to boil an egg, how to fry whatever it is, or who's the local realtors in Delaware, because you're going there specifically, or you're looking for a specific person. That is what your search engine optimization is. That's where you're hoping that people are going to find you. But they're not going to find you unless you've been doing something from the back end, and that's that social media marketing. That's being on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and blogging. And I'm gonna continue to talk about blogging because, A, you can read a blog post that was written 5 years ago, and you can go online and you search it and it'll pop up. But you're not gonna find that Facebook post that I posted 5 years ago. So the shelf life of those free platforms is low. That's why you need to have a blog. Websites are fine, but they're static. They very rarely change. And if you think about socializing and social networking and social selling, think of the lake where you throw a pebble into the pond and it ripples. So you're putting out content and people are sharing it. So now you're rising up in those search engines. So think about that. Yes, use those free platforms. And like I said, free now. It's not always going to be like that. Once upon a time, you could get an ad for a couple of dollars. Now they're asking for hundreds and thousands of dollars. So guess what's going to happen? The big boys are going to take over. And then what's going to happen to the small businesses? We're going to have to rely, again, on our blog and our website and our word of mouth or world of mouth, so our inner circles. So more than 72% of online adults are using social media networking sites. How many of everybody here has an email account? So you have email, but do you just go check your email and then that's it? You check something, you read news, you'll read a blog, you read a Facebook, you read a Twitter, you read something. You don't just go check your email and come back out. So you gotta capture them here. Those email addresses are vital. If you can get an email address, get an email address. So if you have a blog or a website or a post, ask people to subscribe to your email list. Because if Facebook goes down, if Twitter goes down or shuts down or becomes too expensive, if you have their email addresses, you got them. You still got them. Facebook can't take that away from you. So collect those emails. And this is what I tell people. If you give me your business card, you've given me permission to add you to my email list. You can unsubscribe all you want, but I'm going to add you. And you may see something that comes through. So invest in the 500 cards for $9.99 to have your email to give to somebody or to get back from somebody. And if you run out of cards, because people do that, make sure that they take a picture. Everybody's walking around with a smartphone, right? Not a toothbrush, but a smartphone. Just take a picture of my business card. Don't ever say, I don't have a card. Keep one card, like next to your credit card, or for those of you that are trying to get rid of the credit card, next to your license, But have that one business card so that someone can at least take a picture. And get theirs as well. Here's my email address. Can I send you an email? It was nice meeting you, blah, blah, blah. Small business owners understand that they cannot afford to ignore social media marketing, but how you get your clients? Again, you're renting them on Facebook. B2B, business to business. B2C, business to client. Now it's more C to B, client to business. But I always say, go H to H, human to human. I came here because I like these ladies. I know these ladies, and I'm comfortable with these ladies because I've dealt with these ladies. That's not going to be the case. I could say, I could have gone someplace else. I could go to another daycare center. I could go to another provider, but it's that likability. So the content that you are creating and curating is touching my heart. It's that human. We are all multi-dimensional. There's no men in here, but so we're wives, we're girlfriends, we're lovers, we're mothers, we're grandmoms, we're parishioners, we're auntie. We are more than just a woman. And so there are different things that touch and affect us. We're about saving money, being able to cook dinner in a quick minute, changing the kid's diaper, so put out content that is going to affect me, that's going to be good for me, that's going to engage with me. Now, it all depends on your niche. I'm not going to tell you to put out something about diapers if that's not, you're talking about something totally different. But I'm saying, whatever your circle that you're trying to get to, put out content that is going to be good for them, whether it's a carnival event in a local community, or what's happening, in Wilmington, or Happy Good Friday, whatever. Stay away from politics, stay away from religion, and please, 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 your brand is your brand is your brand, and you cannot separate your personal brand from your business brand. So don't say, well, I posted that on my personal page, it's not going to affect my business page. Ask the people that's been fired from things they posted on their personal page and lost their jobs or lost business. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what your religious affiliation is. Swipe past it. Swipe past it. Do not, people say, press yes, or if you agree, or share this. No. You're a business owner. You don't have time for that. If you are my friend, you and I have known each other for years. If you send me something and say, hey, Antoinette, this is sad, blah, 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 you know how I feel about it. I don't have to like it for you to know that I like it, because that's my brand. I cannot do that. People will send me emails and stuff and say, please make this go viral. No, I can't make that go viral. That's my brand. That's your brand. This is my brand. I can't do that. So people, be very careful, because you can't separate. Your brand is your brand is your brand. Beverly may know, you may know, back in the day when Social Security numbers, you would write them out all willy-nilly. You put them on the check. That was our brand. That's how they knew who we were. Now social media is your brand. Okay? So be very careful. Guard it as if it was your Social Security number. I know. We start out, we're all happy and young, and we have these new businesses, and we're looking good, and we know we're doing everything, and then social media starts to change, and next thing you know, it's like, what in the heck did we get ourselves into? It's like I wake up like, oh my God, is that really me? But yet, social media overload. Everybody has it. So that's why I want you to determine, master one. If it's a Facebook business page, master that one. Make that one work for you. Just because everybody else is on Twitter or Instagram or Pinterest or doing live streams or, podcasts, whatever, you don't have to do all that. Master so that you are comfortable, because it's hard running a business. The last thing you need to do is run a business, run a household, do this, that, and the other, and worry about these changes on social media. That's why you hire people like me. I didn't promote myself, Val. You didn't hear that. But yes, so master that one and feel comfortable with that one before you go on to the other. They're not going anywhere. Trust and believe. They're not going anywhere. If anything, they're just evolving, so you're not going to miss out on anything. Again, it's very important for us to have a two-way conversation. I'm not going to work with you or you if I don't like you, if you're not offering me something in return. Long gone are the days when you could just pull out the money in your wallet and just spend it anywhere. Now you shop at a specific store, you buy a specific product because there's something about that business, something about that person, something about that organization that makes you want to say, okay, I'll buy from you. Because I love Bev. She's not the best, the only author in the only game in town. I can go, she's good. Say, hey, I'll buy books from her in a minute. But it's because she's likable, and she writes, and she's comfortable in her own self. Now, you get somebody who's arrogant, you're not going to want to spend your money with them. And why would you? So when you're online, don't be arrogant, be friendly, and you're going to have someone that may have something negative to say. I always say, be like the Affleck duck. Let it roll off your back and say, you know what, hey sis, you know what, I'm sorry that you don't feel the same way I feel, but thank you for your comments. And diffuse it. If it continues and continues, there are legal actions that can be taken. But don't ignore any comment. Don't get into a Twitter twat war, like your Twitter twat chief in whatever. You didn't hear that, that's in my video. But don't get into social media wars. They don't do anybody any good. And as a business owner, how would you like to go into somebody's store and you don't like something, and then the owner's yelling at you? You're gonna turn around and walk away, right? That's what you're gonna do on social media as well. You're gonna turn around and walk away. The 80-20 rule. Everybody knows about the 80-20 rule, right? 80% them, 20% you. Doesn't mean you can't promote yourself, but again, social media people go there to socialize. They don't go there to be sold to. Send them to your send them to your website, send them to your blog with those posts. And again, you are renting an audience. I don't care how many followers you have. People say, I only have 5 followers. Well, if those 5 followers are loyal and they're doing something, that's a good thing. You can have 5 million followers and ask each of them to give you $1 and you still be broke, right? But if you have 5 friends that said, I need $1, at least you have $5 and you can give it to Beverly because she owes me $5. So it's not how many you get, it's how many you can keep. And that's based on the content and your connection with them. If you want people to visit, let them know how. Put this on your business card. Put your social media icons. All your icons. Whatever icon you have here, Instagram, put it on your flyers, put them on your brochures, put them on your business cards, because we as humans are very visual. We have the attention span that less of a goldfish. We like colors, we like action, we like movement. So you can have I have seen business cards and I'm going, I need this set of eyes and another set. I mean, the print is so tiny. Just put the icon and you know, your address, and they can find you. Don't try to squeeze everything on there. No, please don't try to squeeze everything on there, because I'm a boomer and my eyes are getting older every day. Every day I can't see. So don't put anything tight, because I can't see it, and it's going to end up in the recyclable bin. So add those sharing buttons on all your website pages, your blog, your pamphlets, your bulletin boards at church. They don't do it in the grocery stores too much anymore, but wherever you're putting them, make sure you've got those on there. Again, content is king. Everybody heard about content. People don't want to read just anything. They don't want to just read anything. They want you to put your heart, or you want to share stuff that is of interest to them. Content is king, but let your customers wear the crown. That means put out content that's so good that they want to share it. They're going to become your advocates. They're your free advertising. If I'm bringing my child, my baby is 22. When I took my child, my sons to daycare, if they did something special, social media wasn't out then, but if they did something special, or they sent me a newsletter, or they told me ways to, you know, make life a little bit easier, you know, saving here or whatever, those are things that I would be wanting to share with other working moms or working dads or anybody that's trying to save money. So the content you put out there, make sure it's something that someone wants to share. Tomorrow is the very first day of spring, and we're getting ready to have the 4th nor'easter. If last weekend you went to Lowe's or Home Depot and you bought your potted plants thinking you could get them in this weekend, how do you save them? Send out a simple post that you've seen online, how to save a plant when it's below freezing, when it's snow. The information's out there. Nothing that's ever been written hasn't been written before, and success leaves a trail. So you can just Google that. Just Google and say, you know, an ad for blah, 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 and share that. You can say, it's not like you're copying it. You're saying, you know what, I was thinking about you guys, for those that went out and bought your plants. Here's some tips on how to save those plants until Easter. It's like, wow, she cares about me. She likes me. She really, really likes me. And for you guys that are old enough to remember Sally Field, remember Sally Field when she got her first award? Like, they like me. They really, really like me. So yeah, you're making your clients and customers, they like you. They really, really like you, so they want to share your stuff. And they want to refer you to somebody else if the case comes up. So content is key, that your customers wear the crown. We're going to go through some quick social media tips. I'm not sure how much time I have, So what we'll do is I'll go through them like kind of quickly, and then I'll open it up, and if you have specific questions, I'll be able to answer those for you, okay? So, brainstorm. I like to brainstorm on Sunday nights, go to church, I have my podcast, I drink my wine, and then I sit there in the chair and I think about what I want to post for the week. And there's ways to schedule that through Buffer app. So you can come up with tips, just grab your calendar. What's going on in April? Well, you've got Good Friday's in March. You got Palm Sunday, you got Easter, you've got something else in April. Well, anyway, look at your calendar. And online, there's actually a holiday every day. There's a holiday every day. You guys know that, like it's Happy Ice Cream Day or Happy, you can put stuff like that. Happy Cousin's Day, Happy Girlfriend's Day, Happy Nacho Cheese Day. You can just say Happy with us. What's your favorite recipe? You know, things like that to keep your calendar updated and consistent. Writing or curating the content. You want to do that enough for at least 2 or 3 posts a week, a day, however, but just be consistent in whatever you do. Because I like to tell you, if you're consistent, it's like me coming to your house. I'm not going to pick on you again. Me coming to your house, and we have coffee every Saturday. So I come and I knock on your door, and we have coffee that Saturday. And the next Saturday I come and knock on the door, and you don't answer the door. And then I come over the third Saturday, knock on the door, you still don't answer the door. You think I'm coming back on the 4th day? No, I'm going to her house. So if I'm not seeing anything on your social media platforms over time, I'm not going to stalk you. I'm not a stalker, but there are some stalkers, so stay away from those people. But yeah, so you've got to be consistent in your content. There are tools like Hootsuite and Buffer apps where, like I said, just sit there and plug it all in for the month, for the year, whatever. You can get it knocked out in a couple hours. But everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. Everybody is busy. Trust and believe, I know you're busy. But if you can knock out a couple, using these scheduling tools that are free, my favorite F word, then do it. Don't feel like you have to be on social media all the time. Just check in the morning or in the evening. I, as a social media diva, believe it or not, do not check social media the first thing in the morning. That is not what I do. I get up, I do my Constitution, I say my prayers, I read my Bible, and I listen to nothing but positive things until 10 o'clock. And then after 10 o'clock, that's it. I don't even watch the news anymore. I don't even when I hear news, I just block it out and I read or go in my office. So you don't have to be on it 24/7. It's not going anywhere. If someone really, really needs you, they're going to really, really find you. But just check in and see, look at what they're doing. What are they talking about? It may be something of interest to you that you want to share. Maybe their kid just won a contest and you want to let everybody know that they won a contest, So just share that. Congratulations. So just checking in twice a day if you can. And when they do have something to say, please respond. I've seen people that have gotten comments or reviews that have years and no one's even said anything. They've not even said thank you, And now that Facebook and all the other social media platforms, it's all about engagement. And when it's engagement, this is what I want you to remember. 2 cents. Remember they say, why you always got to put your 2 cents in? Well, that's what you want to do on social media. You want to put your 2 cents in. Give them a sentence or 2. You know what? I read that article, and that would really help me out, or that would help out my sister, or that's really something. Let them know that you actually read the post, not just liked it, thanks. Engage. And if that means you're only engaging with 2 people, then you're engaging with 2 people and not ignoring 10. Because when you're putting something out there, doesn't it feel good when somebody says, hey, that's good, thank you, or congratulations, or you know what, I never thought about that. So use the 2 cents rule. If you're on Facebook and you say, okay, I'm going to look at 10 people today, and this is your business page. I'm not talking about your personal page. Don't get caught up in your personal page in that black hole you be sitting there all night long scrolling and looking at. No, this is your business page, not your personal page. I don't advocate getting on your personal page all day long because you know it can happen, right? You sit there and be like, and then that video, this is your business page I'm talking about, not your personal page. Do what you want on your personal page, but don't, if you got that much time to be in the black hole, then I can't help you. This is what I'm talking about on your business page, and you'll find that it's not as noisy because on your business page, you're providing the information. People can like it or share it or comment. but it's yours. It's not everybody's birthday party, karate, tournament. All that stuff is on your personal page. That's not on your business page. So that's what I'm talking about that. And again, you like to act like duck. Let it roll off your back. If you're not putting out, I believe in positivity. If you're not putting out negativity, it's not going to come back to you. If you're a positive person, it's going to come back to you. You start with politics, religion, blah, 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 blah. You're going to get that stuff right back. So I can't help you if you're going to be negative. That's on you. I just have to.